You sure you want to go there right now?
No.
Miami criminal. That Miami has a new breed of criminal.
You know what that means? Hey, everybody, welcome back to Nothing Live. I am Bud J. Tyler.
I am your Miss Parker, and welcome to the best segment of the day.
We had a fun conversation.
You can come to church in shackles and chains and still come, shuffle, but you can come.
Work in progress, you guys.
You got to get him coming on the altar. I'm telling you.
Okay.
And then send it to Pastor Locke.
Okay, so as always,
and weave Tallywhacker in there.
As always, Florida Man.
Yes.
I saw
this.
I saw the word. Now, when I'm organizing the shows, sometimes.
Yeah, because you can see the top.
But I don't get the. And she goes, "How do you do that? How do you avoid it?" And I'm like, "Cause it's so good."
Yeah, so you're highly motivated. I have a hard time not looking.
I cannot look. All right. So what I heard or what I read immediately was, of course.
Yeah. Well, that's
immediately was, of course.
Yeah. Well, in stereo or slightly after, but
everybody loves the sound of their own voice.
Just to be clear, this is not. This is the second Florida Man story, and I try to organize them.
I saw this picture, and I was like, oh, "Do I know this guy?"
Yeah, you said his name's Joe.
No.
And I'm like, "How many Florida men do you know?"
I said he looks like Joe.
Oh,
somebody that I know, but that's not him. So, who is this gentle, kind?
Oh, there is a
I can't wait.
Story behind him,
but he wasn't naked, at least. Or was he?
I'm not gonna say anything. That would ruin the surprise. I just want to say that I try to have the best for last, but today was a really tough. I read several Florida Man stories, and
one was you were like, "I got your Florida Man right here," and I was like, "Yeah, I already saw that story."
But I have to. I read several, and I get to the one that makes me burst out laughing.
And then kaplooch. And then she wipes front to back. Then she comes out here and says, "You have any idea what I just found?" And then I'm like, "No."
The one,
but your level of enthusiasm.
There are two Florida Man stories that set the bar so high that it makes my life really difficult. The one where the guy strapped the drugs to his penis and said they're not his. That was his. He had crystal meth strapped onto his penis, a bag of it, and he said, "That's not mine." And then the guy who went to the golf course and grabbed an alligator, threw him on the roof, and said he needed to teach it a lesson.
I'm crying because these are. She's talking about one of the stories we didn't really get to.
Remember the guy who burned his junk on the barbecue trying to make cookies? At like 3 a.m.
He stuck his dick in a Foreman grill. Is what he did. And here I promise not to swear.
And that qualifies as a Darwin Award because you're eliminating your reproductive capability.
Yeah, but we're talking about idiocracy. I'm sorry, I'm crying.
Well, idiocracy is already happening in Florida.
But anyway, hey, look, hopefully you guys like this segment because we
love it.
And this is what I see. Nude Florida man burns himself while dancing in flames, chanting gibberish. Now, gibberish is the dialect.
In Florida?
Yes, I believe. It's much like in Hawaii, they speak pidgin.
Okay.
But if you're from the outside of, say, Florida.
And if you're in New Orleans, you speak Cajun.
And if you're not in chanting circles.
Not Cajun. It's, what do they call it? Creole.
But if you're not in chanting circles, you might define what they were saying as gibberish, of course. I mean, who knows? Dateline, Cape Floral, Florida. Go.
Cape Coral.
I'm sorry.
Cape Coral, Florida. Officers in Cape Coral, Florida witnessed a completely nude man dance around a fire stand in the flames and chant gibberish. Now, the are you
Experts don't know if drugs were involved.
now? Do you think that those police were native Florida men?
I have not read the story.
I'm just yeah, because they didn't understand the gibberish. I mean, I'm sure they might have called a Florida man consultant in to translate. You know, maybe the
Right.
guy who threw the alligator on the roof, they should have called him in and said, "Can you translate what this guy so we can talk him out of the flames because he clearly, you know, we're not understanding each other here and he's burning."
I lived in Hawaii and I've been to Florida many times, and there is a dialect of Florida. Florida man has a dialect, and it's tough for visitors to understand. If you can pick 3 out of 6 words, you're good to go. Mostly it's like, hey, bar, go, car, here. Like
That's
it's
how I
like-
learned German.
and they just point,
Yeah.
just go there, go this
In
way.
German,
I mean, this
Forte in context.
obviously this predates, smartphones and stuff. So this is like in the
This
this
was
is in the 90s.
oh, this was in Shakespeare time when you were around.
Yeah. No GPS, but yeah, you get a bunch of people in a car. It's convertible, preferably, and you go from bar to bar pointing. That's how Florida man do.
So you just have to point because they don't understand what you're saying.
I didn't
You
understand.
don't understand
I
what
didn't
they're
understand
saying.
half what this fucker was saying, but I didn't care. I wasn't driving.
Okay, so I'm guessing these police officers were from another state and they did not have another Florida man on hand to translate.
No, it's mostly look, here is how it is in Florida. It's next bar. What?
And then bing bing, bing bing, bing bing.
There you go.
And,
Next bar.
and,
Are we going to the next bar?
and I'm high as shit and I'm happy. That too.
That's how. What?
That's how Florida man do.
That's all you hear.
Right. Okay. It happened on June 22nd
It happened.
on Pine Island Lane. I love how they give like almost the exact location.
As always, it has 3 names.
Well,
It's Pine
this-
Island Lane.
Yes,
So it's nothing good ever happened in a 3-name street.
that's true.
Well,
And it's the mark of a Florida man looking for trouble. Officers got a report of a man with a knife trying to set a vehicle on fire. Well, maybe he succeeded, but what's with the knife? The man identified as 27-year-old John Hennessy.
of course.
Probably had some of that in his system.
At least he doesn't have a 3rd name.
Yeah, well, the 3rd name is kind of protective, isn't it? It kind of protects you when you go to a different state, unlike
Okay.
that guy that was throwing toilets.
Thank you for stalling.
John Hennessy had also thrown a rock through the window of a home. At least it wasn't a toilet, according to a police report.
That only happens in Tennessee.
After the chanting and dancing, then it was time to cut the cake.
Yeah.
And then it was time to throw the bouquet. Now, officers said Hennessy grabbed a wooden stick and swung it at them. I guess the knife wasn't enough. He needed a wooden stick. That's when they pulled out a stun gun and took him into custody.
This is a multi-weapon family.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though he was in handcuffs, Hennessy continued chanting in an unknown language.
Bing, bing. That's how Trump describes Chinese.
He was screaming nonsense. He always
This is my
screams.
girl. Anyone has sex with my sister, it's going to be me.
Okay, get this. This is hilarious.
I know. That's
He
why
was
I played that.
You read you read that
I
sentence?
briefly glanced at it and then I made this.
Okay.
That there's my girl.
Go.
Okay. He was screaming nonsense.
Anyone has sex with my sister,
It's not going to be funny if you don't let me get it all the way out at once. Okay. He was screaming nonsense. He always screams. It was in another language, and I didn't know what he was saying. The suspect's sister.
His sister.
It's gonna be me. Anyone has sex with my sister, it's gonna be me.
And so that's, I mean, that's Florida
This
man
this
gibberish.
TV station WFTS. It's what the
W,
fuck.
what the fuck?
It's W. What the fuck? Police believe John Hennessy may have
Has the coolest name.
Yeah,
He's got a good name.
but you know he wasn't drinking his own product.
Mm.
Not tonight. He
Mr.
wasn't. He was
Hennessy.
indulging in a bit of these psychedelic mushrooms.
Yeah.
Heather Hennessy told local media he suffered burns while standing in the fire.
I'm shocked that she doesn't have a middle name.
I'm shocked that he suffered burns while standing in a fire. Now, how does that happen?
Well, Florida man is usually immune to burning.
But yeah, because they're always naked. Maybe they
And always
have
in
an
the
immunity.
sun.
Yeah, they have an immunity to fire because otherwise they wouldn't be able to make other Florida men.
So
Just
after
ask the family.
disaster,
Ask the Florida
Disaster.
man clan that we have
Disaster.
stockpiled.
disaster family,
They've all been in flames and they can still breathe.
and that's not even the guy we're about to talk about, son. I love the Hennessy family.
I know.
They make good Corvettes and good liquor.
Yeah, cognac. That's what they make, right? He was treated at an area hospital before being transferred to the Lee County Jail, where he faces charges for aggravated assault, criminal mischief, and 4 counts of aggravated assault on law enforcement, and speaking in an offensive language.
So that's what they rocked him on. They went with tax evasion.
Yeah,
On this
they went with tax
This
evasion.
Capone got taken down by tax evasion. This guy, that's fucking hilarious to me. Like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
The Hennessy family wants to bring his case, or wants his case to bring attention to mental illness. And it's like, you want to talk for a little bit? Like, because one of the best ways to figure out, like, I mean, is she literally going like, can you just look at the whole family? Can you inspect the whole family?
Yeah.
I'm looking for a case somewhere. But yeah. Oh, thank you for that. Psychedelic mushrooms. He's like, yeah.
That sounds like a good idea.
He's
I've
like,
got a knife. I've got mushrooms. I've got matches.
he takes
I'm
mushrooms.
naked.
He takes mushrooms and he's like, my entire family is crazy.
Yeah.
Like he just gains somehow. Florida man takes mushrooms and gains sobriety. Like, wait a minute. This shit is crazy.
You know,
My
Florida
name
man,
is Hennessy.
Florida man, you're supposed to microdose.
Yeah.
You don't take them all at once.
Oh, good God. And as always, all I could see was this lovely face, this man.
Okay, the headline is
I haven't looked at it, but I did see that one word. It pops out.
which one?
The word naked.
Okay.
It all like it pops out.
Well, it's kind of a
It's like when
given.
I'm going through a TV guide and I see wife swap. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, but I mean, naked is like generic Florida
Okay,
man. So if you see naked,
yeah.
you don't know anything.
So the first 3 words are naked Florida man. I got that.
yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to read the rest or do you want to read it?
I'm being surprised.
Okay. You ready? Naked Florida man chases couple around Chick-fil-A parking lot. Deputies say that is this fine young specimen
is
here.
tight.
Did I just see
Is
this?
that where you went with this?
No, I'm just imagining this guy, like this naked man just chasing these people around this park. And then I'm just hearing the Benny Hill song. Like that's I'm just hearing the Benny Hill song. And it's just this guy.
And he's like, dong, 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 dong.
This guy looks funny.
Bing, 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 bing.
He looks like he has a sense of humor. And you can always tell a good sense of humor by the mug shot, right? No sense of humor.
No.
No, that's a man that mushed a man.
In prison.
This guy's sense of humor. What do
Maybe
you
a
think?
little bit.
We'll call this Florida man. Sense of humor or no sense of humor?
Yeah, yeah. I
It's-
don't think that one has a sense of humor.
This guy looks like he has a sense of humor.
Yeah, a childlike.
We're
sense
gonna
of
break this
humor.
down like brackets, you guys.
Yeah, he
We'll
has
make
a
little.
childlike sense of humor. You know, he'll laugh at Mickey Mouse and.
We're gonna make a bracket, Florida man bracket.
Okay.
You think?
Yeah.
We can
Well,
just go
yeah, but
through-
how do we find out?
No, we just do it week by week.
Okay. Okay. Well,
can just
if we're
ask
gonna
him.
if we're gonna go through this,
Oh, wait, that's a dog. Well,
no sense of humor there. Just perv.
where are
Okay.
you going?
Never mind.
Yeah, you don't
Never
know where
mind.
you're going.
I don't know where I'm going. We don't
Yeah.
have them organized. These
Yeah.
are just the
Right.
recent ones.
I'm going with sense of humor, no sense of humor, sense of humor,
No,
pedophile,
pedophile. Hero.
nice guy. Yeah. Oh,
Pedo
oh. We're on the totally wrong thing. too.
dick.
Watch this. Boink. There. There they all are. This is our
It's the whole family.
family tree right here.
This is the Florida
This is
man
good.
family tree. Yep.
This is our family. This shit never gets old. This guy is a legend.
Every time. I mean,
He is my number one.
if I lived
This
here,
is my number one draft.
I
pick.
would probably be immune to this picture. But when you bring it up now, like when we're on the Florida man story, it gets me every time.
We have to get. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bracket them like a jury selection.
Okay.
You
Okay.
and I will select them, and then we'll put them like 1 through 10. Let's not do a huge bracket.
Right. Right. Okay.
So 1 through 10. This man is my number one seed, but that's fine.
He's the
that.
one who said I'm high as shit and I'm happy.
Yeah,
But he doesn't look happy. That's the thing. He looks high as shit and terrified.
Well,
but
would you
it's
look-
hilarious.
Would you be happy? Would you be happy if this guy was your dad? Oh, damn.
No sense of humor there. Nope, never had one.
Look, hey, for all of you thought that Crocodile Dundee was dead, you were wrong.
Alligator Dundee.
Okay, so I never added that guy. Yeah, I didn't add him to this. Anyway, I did. Here, watch, I'll do it right now. There, this guy. That's why I was in the wrong.
Do you think
thing.
he's?
Oh,
Do you think
oh,
he's a
wait
member
minute.
of the family?
I don't. No,
No,
he looks different.
no. He's
He
got
looks-
his own family.
Look, he looks like he was just visiting Florida. So anyway,
No, I think he's a native
All right.
speaker.
all right.
I think we got a native
Chick-fil-A
speaker here.
parking lot at this gym.
Okay, so that's just kind of sets the stage.
Yeah.
You've got a Chick-fil-A parking lot.
Are you guys
I've
ready?
never been to a Chick-fil-A, so I don't know what the parking lot looks like. But it was near a Winn-Dixie.
I love this show. It was near Wawa.
Okay,
Okay. Dateline Palm Coast. That's all I said.
okay.
Oh.
A Palm Coast man is accused of running around naked, swearing, and yelling at people to look at his genitals while in a Chick-fil-A parking lot, according to Flagler County Sheriff's Office officials.
Was it like one of those things like eat more chicken? Like that would be funny if you had to eat more chicken, like painted on himself.
Eat more cock. That's
Eat
what,
more eat more. Eat more chicken. Like this guy's, like it's finger licking magic. This guy's running around. Okay, go. I'm sorry.
Corey Hatzel, 30, was arrested Monday morning
Interesting name.
after a woman called authorities around 1 a.m. Now, not quite peak Florida man time. Maybe
No,
by the
no.
time saying Hatzel was chasing her boyfriend and trying to fight him. The woman received a call from her boyfriend, who was riding his bike by a Winn-Dixie on
Dude.
Palm Coast Parkway.
This is literally just a cliche. Like
This is a Florida
just
cliche.
whoever wrote this story was just driving down the street and was like, oh, Chick-fil-A, Winn-Dixie.
Yep.
Like if this was like a novel, not if this was a fiction novel.
If this was
It
an
would just be like,
interpretation of
Somebody's
Florida.
just driving down the road and just be like, there was a guy riding a bike down, and there's a Winn Dixie.
Oh, there's a
Like,
naked
there's
guy.
a big- there's an-
There's another naked guy covered in grease.
bestseller.
Yeah. The woman received a call from her boyfriend who was riding his bike by a Winn Dixie on Palm Coast Parkway when Hatzel started chasing him, authorities said. The woman said when she and her boyfriend arrived at the Chick-fil-A, Hatzel tried to fight her boyfriend and then started to take off his clothes.
So he went full high school Florida man, right? Like, so he's just like, you want to fight? You want to fight? Takes his shirt off. And he's like, that's not enough. Then he kicks his shoes off. He's like, no, I'm going to get butt naked and fight you. Dude, man, nobody wants to fight a butt naked dude. You might have got your ass kicked if you kept your clothes on. Right? But when you take your shit off, man, you scare people.
Well, you want to read the next sentence? Because the next sentence is
No.
the kicker.
Surprise.
It is
Go.
the kicker.
All right, go. When authorities arrived,
Officials
Oh.
said Hatzel kept yelling at the woman's boyfriend, "You're gay for looking at my penis."
this is like what Ukraine did to Russia. They flew a bunch of drones up to go like, look here, and then they shot him right in the side with some missiles. Exactly what it was like. He just took all his clothes off.
And he's like, "Oh, well, you won't fight me, so I'm going to find a way to call you gay."
I would have punched him right in the dick.
And he would have said, "You're gay for touching my dick."
No, he wouldn't have. He would have been, oh, because I would have lifted.
I
this
don't know. I've
fool.
never been punched in the dick,
Oh
so
my God. Like, and of course he was so intoxicated probably that it was like, it's just like you would walk up to him and be like, what? And then you'd lift your leg and just crush his balls, right? But to him, it would be like, oh shit. Forever, that's all he's going to remember.
and then it'll just kind of go,
oh, shit.
yeah.
But in your side of it, you'd be like, wow. And then what? And then
Yeah,
there would
yeah.
there would be no conversation after that.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You're
get
gay
tased?
for looking at my penis.
Okay, really. Now, did he get tased in the dick? This is the please
Okay.
tell me.
When deputies arrived, Hatzel had dried blood on his nose and would not tell authorities his name.
He probably just fell down.
Officials
But how
said-
was his penis? Or tallywhacker, sorry.
Well, there might be some people who could tell you. Officials said Hatzel yelled at multiple vehicles driving by to look at his genitals while authorities tried to get him to put his shorts on.
Look at my dick, son.
They're like, put some pants on. Come
You
on.
could have crushed it if you just walked up and you were like, okay. Don't really say anything, just
Then they hold up their scorecards. 5. That's a 4 from the Russian judge. Shout out to Dr. Z.
It's so easy to make fun of people. Like, just that idea. Like, just de-escalation was so fun. Like, I love doing that at churches. I would just be like, what? They'd be like, what? I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'd be like, stop. Stop. What? Wait, what? Just don't worry about it. Look,
So
hey man, how are you doing? And they just like, and they just are like, what the fuck just happened? And you're just like, all right, cool, have a good one. You just confused that, like, I would do that shit to people. I'd be like, hey, what?
To diffuse a situation? Is that how you did it? What
I
word
would,
did it-
yeah, I would go, hey, what's up? Hey, what? No, what do you need? Oh, and it would distract them from whatever they were doing. And be like, hey man, you can have a great night. Like, come on in, man. And a minute ago, before that, they were like, hey, what? Or something. And I would go, hey, what? And they would look at me, and I had the security shirt on. And I was just like, hey man, what are you doing? Like, hey man, you here? And I would just word salad their brain. And then go like, oh, fuck, man, you pump, have a great night. Like, I do that all the time just to stop people from being aggressive.
Yeah, but if you did that to this guy, he would have bing, 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 bing with his penis
No, I
and
would have
told you
been.
to look at it.
I would have been like, okay. He would have been like, what? He would have right. Hey, let me look at your dick. And he would have come over and be like, hey.
I guess a California man isn't offended by being called gay. In Florida, that'll get you killed.
You like looking at my penis? Yeah, it's cool.
And that guy probably got thrown in prison for saying penis.
I'm about to go viral. I would have been like, what's up? I would have just immediately gone live.
Okay, this was 2018. The Don't Say Gay law wasn't
Oh.
in effect yet. So
He's not.
he's not in trouble for saying gay or penis.
Okay.
Okay.
I
so
love this man.
Hatzel is charged with obstruction by not cooperating with authorities, wouldn't put his damn shorts on, and took it and upped the ante by wagging his dick at cars driving by, saying, hey, look at my dick.
Officers said if he wasn't naked, they would have just shot him.
But he was naked, and if he was shot and lying on the ground, ain't nobody want to see that. Okay, there's one more sentence.
This guy's a party boy.
Oh,
This
no,
guy-
now we're not going anywhere.
Hello.
Yeah, Jen Psaki,
Mm.
there's a picture of there.
Excellent.
I'm going to have to talk him into not moving to Washington
I
again.
forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah, all the blood just left your brain.
Yeah.
The woman and her boyfriend did not press charges for indecent exposure.
Cool. Good on you. Because you got to laugh out of it. He didn't hurt anybody. He probably just. It's just, again, it's hilarious to me to think of this guy just as like, what? Just out of nowhere, this naked, fucked up dude is just like, what? Just like, what? And they're like, what? And he's just like, oh, you want to fight? And he just starts taking his shit off, right? And then they're like, what's going on? And he's just like, what do you mean, what's going on, right? And then next thing you know, this fucker's naked, right? And saying, if you're looking at my dick, you're gay.
The boyfriend was probably like, all right, he's taking off his shirt, he's throwing down the gauntlet, so to speak.
I'm glad that they didn't.
But then he took his pants off.
You know what? Good on you. Way to have a sense of humor and not really crush it. What is probably a young man who is maybe going through some shit.
Yeah, I know when I'm going
I love
through
making
some
fun
shit,
of Florida man.
when I'm going through some shit, I go over to the West Side Safeway and take off all my clothes and tell people to look at my dick.
We feel for you, Florida man. This Florida man. Just
Yes.
this one.
Yeah. The last one. Well,
The
I
last
kind of
sample.
fell for the last one.
No,
too.
I mean this guy was not
No,
that.
That's the worst Florida man ever.
This guy had a sense of humor in that maybe he had rhythm.
He had stinky.
This is our week.
He had stinky poop.
This is
That's
our-
for sure.
This is our week of Florida man. That's a Tennessee man. Anyway, that guy.
That's Ukrainian man.
yeah.
And yeah,
Uh,
we all have a crush on him right now.
Ballsy move. Blowing up a ship. All right. So we're going to talk about something sometime later. Series battle is the
Right.
thing. So we have a bunch of ideas. If you guys like them, hit us up at nothingyetgroup@gmail.com. Series battle. She has this idea that Breaking Bad is better than Altered Carbon.
I haven't seen Altered Carbon, so
which,
I can't.
yeah.
I seriously doubt it's better than Breaking Bad in terms of acting, writing, directing.
All right. So she's making these
Editing,
rules now already. Mm.
I'm just talking about quality.
Okay.
I'm sure it's a very entertaining show.
Ooh, not
but-
clever or
I'm sure it's clever. Clever is part of entertaining.
Okay.
I'm not entertained if it's not clever, usually, unless it's Florida man. Then I'm way entertained.
well, we'll know. We'll know. So Russians, like Zelensky has something he wanted to say to you. You done, son? Just like this show. You done. Like war. I am surrounded by people, and I don't think it's that I live in a microcosm of people that necessarily share this particular belief. But war, like, we're done. and we can do that. On Monday, we're going to come back and everything's going to be different.
Yeah.
Everything is going to be different. It's like in 3 days, we'll be back talking about stuff that is so, we'll just be like, we go through this stuff every day. We get stuff from people like Dr. Z. We get stuff from Awesome Julia the Valley. We get these, just people sending us ideas. Engineer Tage, Cindy, sending us this stuff. And it's important.
Mm-hmm.
So like and share if you guys like it. If you have something that would make this like more,
Or if you want to call in and participate. Now,
Yeah.
there's upping the ante.
Shackles and chains and still come, shuffle, but you can come.
You got to put on the altar up there.
oh well, I'll chop that up.
I'm challenging your mad skills.
Okay. And I did that in 1 minute.
Yeah.
Altered Carbon. It's better than Breaking Bad. Trust me.
And if you don't know,
Thank you guys very much for paying attention. I am the Jake Tyler.
I am your Ms. Parker.
This is fucking Friday. And this
is Nothing Yet Live. And we will see you on Monday.
will
Well, if you don't look, you won't see.
profits. 2 of them.
now you know.